Good evening. My name is Amit and I welcome you in lecture number 39 on project lifecycle and issues in project management. The areas to be focused during the lecture are as follows. First of all, I will cover the way to handle the project or the process of accomplishing the work. Next, I will cover project lifecycle. And finally, I will cover project management issues. Before covering project lifecycle, which deals with the complete project work starting from the beginning to the end of the project, I will explain certain things. The start of the project is get initiated with the exercise of project or work identification which is required to be undertaken after evaluating it based on certain parameters of viability as we generally do with any of the works or projects related to our daily life. For example, recall the manner in which you have selected your current course you are involved with or even the courses you have selected in past. While doing so, in past, most of us have done certain surveys related to courses you have or we have considered to go with. Not only this, we have also faced issues in regard of identifying the required or suitable resources to earn the knowledge, like which institution or institutions with what all subject teachers are required to be selected or preferred. Apart from it, if anyone goes for any professional course, then the track record of the institution in regard of placement is also required to be checked apart from many other aspects. In parallel of these exercises, one is also get involved with identifying or setting the future goals in, in initial phase of course selection, on the basis of which resource identification is performed along with planning for accomplishing the study work. This also includes the setting of different milestones for monitoring the process of study in regard of achieving learning objectives to achieve final goal of earning intended certificate, which leads to achieve career objectives. After doing all above, one should start with his or her study plans in order to exercise or execute his or her study plans. One should also monitor the progress as planned during planning phase and must able to put a stop on any kind of unnecessary deviations, which helps in achieving the goals in effective manner. At last or finally, one should also analyze his or her work in regard of assessing what he or she has learned through the experience and how entire process of learning could have been improved if any scope of improvement was there. These all should get documented to be referred for any future endeavor. So, just now, under way to handle project or the process of accomplishing the work, we have considered the case of accomplishing the study work. On the basis of this, we can define what is project life cycle. So now I am coming to my next objective to be explained, that is project life cycle. Project life cycle acts as management tool for the project. The four stages of it are as project initiation, project planning, project implementation, and project evaluation. Project initiation is done for defining the project to be authorized. It includes purpose, vision, and mission of the project. It does define objectives and success criteria as well to be checked finally during the evaluation phase. It is also responsible for checking the budget and other required resources for the intended project. After this phase, project planning begins. Project planning is meant for introducing strategic plans for the project in accordance of the success criteria defined in the project initiation phase. Those strategies are further followed while defining different milestones in accordance of defined strategic plans during implementation planning. This takes care of all kind of resource allocation along with schedule of achieving different milestones which is used for monitoring the progress of project during project execution or implementation. Project execution or implementation phase is meant for execution of project plans and to monitor it while preparing track records of execution. Project evaluation and closure is done by producing an end report consisting of success analysis and learning outcomes as well in documented manner. So this is all about project life cycle. Now, whenever the project is undertaken, certain issues may arise or it may occur. So coming to next of now I am going to explain certain issues related to project management. Unhappy customer is the major issue. To avoid it, there should be written agreement that what is going to be delivered to the customer at last. Then over budget project is another issue. To avoid it, during analysis phase, project plan must get defined minutely so that exact costing of the project may get done. This should get done by referring similar project history by consulting expert of intended domain, by defining plans for handling extra demands of clients in terms of extra cost, etc. Then another issue is related to lateness of the project. Lateness is required to be avoided. To avoid it, one should be realistic in regard of taking the project. One should have required management skill to handle required resources in most effective manner while using different professional tools like Gantt charts, PERT charts, etc. Apart from this, adverse situation must get considered as probable risks. Project must be monitored on regular basis to avoid issues related to lateness of the project. Then it has been seen in past that human beings do not learn from the past experiences. They do not take lessons from the past. Due to this, most of the time, people trapped in problems. So the habit is required to be inculcated in regard of learning lessons from the past. Then another problem what has been seen in most of the project is that project review process is not done in honest manner, which leads to future problems, and it is required to be focused on so that the project review will get done in the most effective and in most honest way. Apart from these, many more problems may be there, like unskilled labor, unavailability of raw materials or other resources, lack of team spirit, etc. These all are related to issues of project management. I think I have given you enough input in regard of project life cycle and project management issues on the basis of which you can explore the contents lying on the web and in your textbook. So thank you for today. Bye bye.